and welcome to Business Today. And we're doing an early morning shoot because it's a special show on International Yoga Day. And we're joined by somebody very special. We have an urban yogi joining us, Susheel Jain, who's an MBA turned yoga teacher trainer. Susheel, thank you for joining us on Business Today TV.
Thank you, Karishma. I'm excited to join you today.
Right, must be a busy early morning for you like every day, but I'm intrigued and fascinated by the fact that you're an MBA turned yoga teacher trainer, and that is very unusual. It's I think a difficult task to have taken this career choice, especially probably must have left a prospective high-paying job to move to this. So how does it look like leaving those years of study and a prospective IT firm job and moving now to doing yoga full time?
So yes, Karishma, it's an early day. We yoga teachers have early day every day, irrespective of yoga day or any other day. And yes, I have left my job as an MBA. I was working in a bank as a financial analyst, and those who were working with me are either managing a branch or they're managing a city. They're a city head. And but if you look at the bigger picture, if you look at the end of the day, what is important is whether you're happy and whether you are living a comfortable life. And yes, it was a difficult decision, but now when I look at the end of the day, I'm quite a happy person and there is less stress. Even though there is less money, there's less stress.
Okay, less money, less stress. But well, I didn't know this, that you're coming also from the financial background. Now, so tell me, what do you think of a relation between yoga and finance? I've read this a lot, that if you do yoga, you can make money, you can save money, you get this power and patience to handle your finances better.
Well, if you look at the traditional yoga philosophy, there's a concept called as aparigraha, which means non-possession. But when you look at the money, it's quite contrary, like you need to make money and save money. But we are living in a different world, not in a world which was 1,000 years back, where there was no need of a lot of money. But now, the relationship between yoga and money is quite direct and also indirect, because when you do yoga, you are at a peace of mind and you can make better decisions, and a wrong decision can cost you a lot of money. And if you make good decisions, you're always saving money. And indirectly, when you're healthy, you have to spend less money in the hospitals.
So directly doing yoga is going to cut down the bills of a lot of hospitals or insurance companies who are out there selling schemes. But that's good to know, Susheel. Tell me, Susheel, how does a day in your life look like? Is it morning to night yoga?
Well, earlier, before COVID, yoga was mostly during the day. But now that we are living in a globalized world system, where we have Zoom, even in the night, I have classes where I'm teaching people in the US or the other part of the world where it is day, when it is night in India. And my typical day, I wake up early. I was always a morning person. I like to do things in the morning. So I wake up around 5:30, and then I sleep at 10. Between that, I keep juggling between my yoga classes, and I also like to be updated on my social media. So that also takes away some of my time, and also self-improvement, reading and self-practice.
Right, that's good to know. And knowing the fact that you actually also have global audience and global, I'd say, consumers who are learning from you. India, and of course all the other countries are celebrating its 8th International Yoga Day in this year. Do you think this whole journey from, like you said, stress to stretch is successful in bringing a global movement? Because I think yoga is not just about the physical health, but most importantly, it is about the mental health.
Yes. So I have been teaching before COVID. Most of my teaching was in Goa, Himachal, also in other Asian countries. I've been to China also and Bali. So most of the people who come to India and other places for yoga are the Westerners. So they are so much attracted to yoga, and especially after this International Day onset, this is the 8th year, the popularity has grown so much, especially after the pandemic. The people doing yoga have increased. And I think the government of India should promote yoga tourism, where people from around the world can come and spend time in the yoga hotspot like Rishikesh or even Goa. Every natural place is becoming a yoga hotspot now.
Well, right. If I give you this task of telling us 8 asanas, because it's the 8th year of International Yoga Day, what are the 8 asanas, if you could just name them, that people should probably follow in their daily lives?
Okay, it's very difficult. You know how many yoga poses we have? We have 84 lakh yoga poses, and to choose from that, it's difficult. But of course, we are not doing all those yoga poses. I would say the best thing is Surya Namaskar, and standing poses are very good because we are most of the time sitting. So Trikonasana, Virabhadrasana, Parshvakonasana, and some sitting poses like Sukhasana, Padmasana, and twists are very good to detoxify not just the physical matter, but also the thoughts from the mind. So Vakrasana and relaxing poses. Of course, Shavasana is like the cherry on the cake.
That has to be my favorite. Since I started my yoga journey, I always want to wait for the point where the trainer comes to Shavasana. But
Yeah.
Susheel, as we look to end this chat, I'd be happy to follow you and do a quick yoga pose, and also our audience who's busy in their hustle bustle life, corporate life, could probably follow this in their offices or at home.
Yes. So I would guide you through a very short and very easy mindfulness breathing practice. So the best way of breathing is your natural rhythm. If you see a small baby, you will see the movement happening here in the abdomen, chest area is so huge and prominent. But as we keep growing up, that movement reduces. We become more restricted. So what yoga teaches you is to go back to your true self. So one good way is to place your hand. We call this space as diaphragm, the space which is between the abdomen and the chest. So place your hand there and close your eyes. And before you try to make an aggressive effort to increase or hold your breath, you just need to notice what is happening. Because when you start noticing, the mind becomes still, and then it becomes easy to change or manipulate or hold your breath. So the first step is mindful breathing. Observe the movement of the abdomen, the inhalation and the exhalation. And once you observe and become sensitive towards your breathing, because there's so many things happening around and we get lost in those things and lose the focus on our breath. So once you become aware, witness your breath, then the next step is what we call as square breathing, where we breathe in for 4 counts, hold the breath for 6 counts, comfortable holding, and then exhale for 6 counts. After you exhale completely, you hold again for 2 counts, small hold. And then you again start. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 6 counts, exhale for 6, and then hold for 2 counts. So what does this do is you're retaining the breath. So this retention of the breath for 6 counts will help you to stop the thought process or reduce the thought process. And then releasing the breath for a long time, it will help you to release all the toxin and calm down your mind. So this 4-6-6-2 of square breathing is a very effective breathing. Once you practice this regularly, you can then go to other practices like Anulom Vilom or Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. So one more breathing technique, pranayam, which will help you to relax and cool down is Brahmari Pranayam. In this, we make the sound of a humming bee. That is why we call it as Brahmari, from the throat sound, which is very similar to Om chanting. So to amplify that sound and to relax, we close the ears and place the fingers very gently over the eyes. And then now we breathe in, breathe out with the sound. We can do this for 3 times or 5 times. Are you feeling relaxed, Karishma?
I am. Only the fact that I can't go to sleep after this. I think that was an excellent introduction to start with this yoga journey, and to all our viewers who are also looking at yoga, not just for physical health, but for their mental and financial health. Like you said, I think I can already feel the positive vibes within me. Thank you so much, Susheel, for joining us, and here's wishing you luck for your yoga journey ahead.
Thank you, Karishma, and happy International Yoga Day today and every single day.
Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.